So I'm with Anthony Bonsante, BoxingShow.tv. How you doing?
Nice to see you again.
So how do you see this fight going? With Adonis Stevenson.
This fight's a tough fight. The kid comes in shape. He's got a beautiful left uppercut. He's got a beautiful straight left hand, but his jab's a little lazy. And I think we're going to expose him where other people haven't been able to. My age, my experience, and my wisdom hopefully will take over in the later rounds. Granted, we're going to have to withstand the pressure of the first 4 or 5, but I guarantee you, Bonsante is going to be there at the end, and we're going to get a belt.
Well, I've seen you fight on the Contender. How was this experience for you?
Oh, the Contender experience was phenomenal. We got great exposure, great notoriety, and it enabled me to get notoriety in the state of Minnesota as well as nationally. I mean, we got a WBC title fight against John Duddy at the Garden last year, and we were doing actually not too bad, but then we got cut, and in the later rounds we actually started doing a lot better, but unfortunately they had to stop it.
But do you think it has changed your life as far as besides the exposure? What did it do to you?
Personally, it changed my life because everywhere we go now, even 3 years after the show is over, my daughter, my son, my wife, and we get recognized going into the mall, going into the hotels, going into stuff like that. And people come up and say, "Hey, number one dad." They don't even remember my name. They just remember number one dad,
yeah.
Which is great. I'll hold that title any day. You know, because first and foremost, I'm a dad and a husband, and then I'm a boxer.
Do you find it's a little bit hard in your regular fights? Of course, I don't think you bring your kids there, but with the show, I know they wanted to bring that element with the family and everything. Do you think it was a good idea as far as for the kids per se?
Actually, I do take the kids to almost every one of the fights. They went to the Garden to watch me fight Duddy. They've been to most of my fights. They don't come traveling with me like on this one, but they come to most of my fights, and my kids learn from an early age that there's some tough times and there's some good times, and Dad has always been able to recover from those fights. Even the Alan Green debacle that we had, I recovered fine. Granted, it was a scary moment for my kids and my wife, but I regained composure. I'm just fine right now, and I'm fighting for another title right now. So you know what? There's bumps in the road. You just have to overcome, adjust, and adapt to the situation which is put in front of you, and everything will turn out fine. And actually, my kids want to fight. They want to box.
Oh, really?
And I didn't even push it. They want me to train them, but I told them they had to wait till the old man retires.
They have good skills?
Yeah, they do. Both my daughter and my son. They both got some skills. I don't know where they got it from.
Well, they're obviously the boy watching the dad and all the fighters you've been fighting.
I hope so.
But with the Contender, do you find that how it's going to go in the future? Do you think they're going to continue with that series, and you think it's going to help boxing?
I just heard they're coming out with a 4th season with some cruiserweights possibly, but I think it has helped boxing because everybody that sees the boxers, they only see the two go at it inside the ring. They don't see the behind the scenes. And that's what the Contender did, at least the first season. It brought, I mean, everybody knows there aren't a whole lot of females out there that are boxing fans. But when they put it behind the scenes and they showed the emotion and the motivation and the drama behind it,
it brings the women.
It brings the women in. It brings another fan base into boxing, which we really need.
Exactly.
You know, and I think it was great for boxing. I really do. Mark Burnett did a phenomenal job, especially the first season. I think I may be a little biased, but it was the best season.
Right. How was it working with Sylvester Stallone?
Oh, Sly and Sugar Ray were phenomenal. They were,
and Sugar Ray Leonard, of course.
It was great. I mean, Sly was funny. He was joking, you know, but he could lay down a smackman if he wanted to. And then Sugar Ray, we all got to get into the ring with Sugar Ray, and that was an experience in itself. Because how many people get to say they went in the ring with Sugar Ray? It was
not a lot.
Unbelievable. And the guy still had moves at like 48 years old. He was probably kicked both of our butts. But yeah, the Contender experience was great for me. Great for me.
When did you decide that I want to go into boxing, and this is what I want to do for the rest of my life?
Actually, I was 10 years old when I started my amateur career. I was 65 pounds. I was in Brainerd, Minnesota. I just felt as though it was a good sport. It taught me a lot of discipline, respect for others, and respect for myself. You know, I've never been in a street fight because I've always been able to either talk my way out of it or just walk away.
Discipline.
Yes, exactly. You got to be disciplined, you got to have respect, and you have to have some motivation. Because everybody knows you get in there, you get a hit. If you don't like to get hit, you got to get the hell out of there. And granted, I don't like to get hit, but I can take it. You know, and I think it's the greatest sport in the world because it's mano a mano. You have nobody to rely on. If we're doing bad, whose fault is it? It's mine.
Not the corner can help you.
No, the corner tells me what to do for 1 minute, but 3 minutes I'm in there beating the hell out of somebody, they can't help me.
Who do you like watching yourself as a boxing fan, besides being a boxer yourself?
Who do I like to watch?
Yeah, like, who do you think is somebody that you like to actually sit down and say, I want to watch this fight?
You know, I've always...
Give me a couple of fighters.
I've always admired Sugar Ray Leonard.
Right.
I've always admired Ali, but if you go back a ways, Willie Pep.
Okay. What about today?
Today, you know, right now, it just seems like they're all so worried about the money. Nobody's really fighting for the love of the game.
But besides that, let's say you tell me I have a choice, I want to watch this boxer or this boxer. Who would you choose to actually sit down? Forget the money, forget the politics.
You know, I know it's going to sound corny, but I love watching Alfonso Gomez.
Okay.
He is awesome.
He's a warrior.
He's a warrior. He's got the heart of a lion. I love watching that kid. He did wonders for boxing. He really has, and I love watching Fonzie. Mayweather's got the speed. I just think he's kind of, you know, he's got his own direction that he wants to go. De La Hoya, I mean, everybody loves watching Oscar.
Did you see the fight, Cotto Margarito?
No, I did not see Cotto Margarito, but I heard it was a great
It was a battle.
Yeah, I heard it was a battle, and I heard, you know, Margarito did what he was supposed to do. So, you know, that's what they get paid the millions of dollars for, though.
That's it. Anthony?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for the interview.